Good morning all, CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Friday morning, May 12th. We're looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and SPY. So we said in last night's video, right, we have an inside day, you go with it and monitor it for continuation or lack of. We said the one thing we'd have to worry about is if we get a gap. So right now, again, we have a while ago before the opening, but right now they are attempting to gap higher. Now, gaps have been frequent this year, but gaps have not held this year. In fact, coming into today, we've had, 25 upside gaps, only 6 have held, so for 24%. So now the question is, will this one hold if we get one? Remember, we had a 19 wide overnight POC from the other night. See if we're going to get to that. As far as the other ones go, NQ, the healthiest of all these time frames, all these indices, they're up in all 3 of their time frames. They've been trading back and forth right above yesterday's high. Again, they have a price vacuum above them. And righty, after stretching their balance low a little bit yesterday, but holding the island reversal gap, looking to take out yesterday's high also, and maybe start going to the other end of their balance, right? Remains to be seen. As far as we're concerned, so a lot of things here. First off, gaps haven't held, so we'll see if it holds. We do have a 13 wide overnight POC now down to 51.75. I think it's pretty interesting how 41.50 has been a level that you would think they'd trade at. Now, I know in the overnight the other night they did some really good volume, but in regular trading hours, we've totally ignored it. We either haven't traded there or we've gone back and forth through it. So again, just like the other day when we had the gap, and I thought maybe they would spend some time at 41.50. That was the day I took that long and got hurt, right? Well, same thing today. Do they pull back and this time maybe play around the 41.50 level? You're going to be coming close to the top of a balance, something you're going to have to keep in mind, right? We said balance rules are going to apply, and I'll show you that more on the chart. It's easier to see. So the game plan for this morning, again, is plenty of time to go, but I would definitely front run the overnight high. If we were to come down and not have a gap, then I'd be careful against the overnight low because there's nothing inside of here. And if you get acceptance into value, you'll go down to that 9 wide POC. So remember, inside day up would be powerful, but they have to get some continuation, right? We had an outside day up coming into yesterday, and that was an absolute failure. So it's going to be a fluent situation to see where we are come 9:30. Do they attempt to finally hold a gap? Do we attempt to finally get to a mini? Remember, this is a mini balance high we're talking about. I'm not talking about the 30-day balance. We'll look at that on the chart also. So we're going to have to see. There's been no energy, no tempo, no volume for the most part. So we'll see if something's different or this is just another case of emotional buying and then they give it up and we stay in this balance, right? So let's go to the chart because I think it's easy to see on the chart what we're talking about. So here's our mini balance, right? It's a 5-day balance. Here's our inside day. You come out of it and you go with it and you monitor it for continuation. Well, again, first destination would be Wednesday's high. Then the next destination would be May 2nd's high. It's not much further above, okay? That would be the top of your balance. So right now we're about a little bit over $1 above yesterday's high. So can you take that long to at least test this balance high from May 2nd? You can, right? It's a small balance. It depends how much they want to get up to it. The key is to get above May 2nd's high so then you can finally attempt to try to get May 1st high, which is the top of this 30-day balance. Now, they've shown no ability to want to break out of this balance just yet. So I think at least initially, I might fade this against these 2 highs if we're to be anywhere near there on the opening. Make sense? So again, in the room, you're going to be seeing what we're doing once it happens at 9:30 and why we're doing it prior to the trade happening. Good luck trading today. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. And we'll recap the day and the week at 4 p.m.